Meeting Marie Curie, the most underrated female scientist of all times. Being a female in research and academia is a battle on its own. Not only because there are very few women in such a field, but also because, like every other occupation, men tower like giants and overshadow most of our works. I am not negating the contribution from my male colleagues. I can never do that. Both my supervisors are men, and I genuinely respect their works. It's just that, despite living in the 21st century, women are never appreciated for their works the way our male counterparts are recognized. I can only imagine the daily discrimination women scientists in the past faced, their struggles of being underestimated because of their gender. Madame Curie, the legend. Anybody who studied science to some extent would have heard her name. Marie Curie was one of the great scientists ever to live. She discovered radioactive elements, polonium and radium, that changed the face of pure sciences and technological advancements. It was her discovery that paved the way towards evolution in medicine and the development of atomic bombs. Curie's achievement was unparalleled throughout history. She was the first and the only woman who was given the Nobel Prizes in two separate fields, physics and chemistry, a feat unimaginable even today. Marie Salomea Sklodowska-Curie was born on the 7th of November 1867 in Warsaw, Kingdom of Poland. She studied at the Flying University at Warsaw, where she also trained as a scientist. At the age of 24, Curie headed to the University of Paris, where she continued her scientific training in collaboration with Pierre Curie. Not much later, they tried a knot in 1895. Despite her undeniable contribution towards science, Curie was almost left out of the Nobel Prize in Physics of 1903. This prize was shared with two other male scientists, her husband Pierre Curie and Henri Becquerel. In the next couple of decades, Madame Curie's health condition worsened due to repeated exposure to radioactive substances during her research. Her husband already passed away a couple of years after winning the Nobel Prize. Due to untreatable aplastic anemia, Curie too passed away in 1934 at the age of 66. Madame Curie, the legacy. Curie didn't contribute only towards science. She paid attention to other social, economic, and warfare activities around her. She fought to fund the French war effort in World War I and offered to melt the gold medals she won from the Nobel Prizes to fund mobile X-ray units and thus reduce the casualties that would result from the war. Curie didn't let her gender stop her from achieving success at every walk of her life. Though she faced sexism at every step of her research endeavor, she left an unshakable legacy behind for all the women scientists yet to come. I believe she would not have been surprised seeing similar conditions for women scientists globally, even more than a century later.